Okay guys, in today's video, we're gonna show you the Baratoplata submission. Check it out. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. As you've seen, we're gonna cover the Baratoplata. Now I got inspired by the Meow brothers. I really love this submission. I'm not only gonna show you the concepts and how to apply the submission, but I'm going to show you a lot of setups for the beginners. I'm gonna show you some drills, how you can practice this and easily understand this rather complicated submission. And at the end of the video, stay tuned, we're gonna show you a lot of entries at high speed to keep the video short. You guys can just rewatch it. So let's just get to it. Now for the basics of the Baratoplata, most people start learning this either from the close guard or the mount. I'll cover both, but start off with the close guard. Now, what I really like you to understand is if you've ever heard about a reverse kimura grip, so I push my partner's arm in, you can go hand up, but I like to go like this. So my arm goes from the back side. Now for a regular kimura, my arm goes over on the opposite side. In this case, my arm comes from the back side. This essentially is the framework we need for our hands for the Baratoplata to work. Now we're going to show you a very easy way to set it up with a lot of space, and I'm going to show you how the same thing applies in a situation you might encounter in the close guard. So from here, I control my own wrist or control his wrist, and I try to push his hand down into his stomach. That is for his hand to get stuck between my legs. Now my leg, just for the drill, is just going to roll out. I'm going to throw this over his shoulder. Now very important here, as I grab my thigh, I'm not pushing his neck away. You can do this for a second, you can frame the neck away to clear the head, but I want to push the shoulder down because this is not doing anything on the shoulder and you can just circle and start passing on the side. So what I want to do is I want to bring my calf down on top of his shoulder. Now, if you come up, you will see that there's a big gap between Thies and me, and this will feel like I don't have a lot of pressure, but Thies, try to pull your arm out now. That's really stuck. So if Thies is trying to pull it backwards, so that way, it's not happening, he's kimuring himself. The pressure on the shoulder, make sure, try to move around, that he's kind of stuck. Now this is just the framework. Now I know it's very tempting for you to try and triangle your legs. So this figure 4 is not necessarily bad, but I don't have pressure on his hips. He can move his hips, he can stack and start pushing into me. So I need to control his hips. So this, not necessarily wrong, but I don't want you to do this. Keep your calf on his shoulder, push his head away, put the other foot on his hip, and now I start to move myself underneath these. So I'm not moving myself away, turning this way, I'm gonna go back. This grip is gonna be very important to pull myself in. Now the basic move will be to push his elbow down with this hand, as I now move my body towards these and apply pressure. That's it. Easier, a lot of people will learn to grab the far side armpit. That's an amazing grip. The tricep or better yet the armpit. As I pull myself in, move underneath these and twist his shoulder. And now you can vary. You can grab outside of the arm. I think it's not as strong as inside. You can just grab a collar tie. I grab a collar tie on his neck, twist in, get the Baratoplata. And if he bases his leg up, or even if I want to, I can scoop the leg, twist myself in for the Baratoplata. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anything you can grab. So once again, I think this is the easiest way to see the whole Baratoplata without it being too complex. And I promise you, we're going to do really cool setups. So stay tuned if you think this is way too basic or just skip forward. We got a reverse kimura. We push the hand in. We throw the outside leg over. We trap the shoulder, not the face, as I calf down, put the other foot on the hip and twist myself back. My hand is on my thigh. I'm going to extend my arm, twist in, get the submission. You can also figure 4, but now it becomes more of like a bicep slicer, and you will hurt yourself if you're not wearing groin protection. So the real shoulder lock comes from twisting back in. Now I'm going to show you an entry that's really close to this, which is a triangle. Now in a triangle, if we have a triangle control, there's a difference, guys, between a triangle, like I have this triangle lockdown, from where I can do a lot of other submissions, like Americanas, I can switch to armbars, I can start taking his back maybe, or the triangle submission. Now, listen, if you have a 100% locked triangle, don't do a Baratoplata. You have a triangle. So for anyone in the comments saying, yeah, we just take the triangle, bro, me too. If I have teeth in this triangle, yo, I'll just squeeze and that's it. But in practice or in competition, you won't always get that triangle. As I go here, he might lock his hands, put his head up, push my hips down, and start breaking this triangle grip. Or lifting my hips up, maybe his hands are on the outside, he's pushing down. These things can happen. If you've ever done jiu-jitsu, you know this position. And now we're going to insert the Baratoplata. So as he controls his hands, now you see what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to take the hand on the outside. Remember, guys, reverse kimura grip. Grab my thigh, push the head away, and switch to the Baratoplata as I finish here. And now you see how we do that. Now let's do a basic flow for beginners. Boom. We set up a triangle. Hop. He starts defending, pushing my hip down. I go in, push, go, throw over, go in, and twist. Cool. Now I give you a drill. This is really cool to train your partners. Just go on all fours. I 100% stole this from the Meow brothers. So Don't tell me in the comments. I know, I stole it, it's really good. He's gonna be on all fours. My leg's gonna be on the outside. My arm is gonna reach from the outside. As I push his head away, enter, 1. Other side, outside, push the head away. Throw over, foot on the hip, yeah? And then you can finish. Just to drill, let's slide a little bit backwards, please. Just to drill, let's turn so you can see another angle. Same thing, guys. My feet are on the outside, yeah? Outside of his arm. Don't kick him in the head. Push his face away. Scoop your hip in, over the shoulder, not the head. Foot on the hip, scoop, Baratoplata. I think this is the easiest way I can show you. I'll do 4 more setups where I explain, and then I'll just show you some really cool entries, so stay tuned. Now from the mount, this is one you learn, might be the first one you learn is from the mount. Now, mind you, I don't like giving up a top position. So be aware that if you go for the Baratoplata, you're either gonna slide off or he's gonna roll you over, so you might lose the mount. So staying in mount, nothing's wrong with that. The scenario is, if you've done jiu-jitsu, is if he keeps his hands tight. If his hands are on the outside, I like working with arm triangles or arm bars or so many other moves, yeah? Or wrestling this in for his armpit or whatever. But in this case, we're here. Now, a lot of you guys might know this entry for the Baratoplata. Let's do the same side. So here, I'm gonna cross grip. Now, this gets interesting. If you've seen this before, or if you've done this in class, what happens a lot in the instruction is we're gonna do this. Look, this hand is just gonna go all the way in. Now, in practice, that won't happen. Tease keeps it really tight. And now you're like, oh shit, I saw this guy on YouTube. He just got his hand in. He was lying to you. So we need to find a way. Let's do the basic version first. He does have space. I go in. Now you see we're doing the same thing we did on bottom, but now from upside down. I step over to make sure he doesn't just pull his arm out now. Yeah, I can base on his head or keep his elbow in. Yeah, start stepping to the S-mount, stepping over. And now we either slide my hip off and start attacking here, or if he rolls me over, look where we are, guys. Same thing. So now back on the detail that I told you about the elbow. If that ain't happening, let's turn this side so you can see what's happening. If that's not happening, same thing. I'm not getting this underneath. Okay, cool. I slide this knee up. Yeah. I push on the head. I step over. I keep my weight on tees. Now stay here in this position. Keep your elbow low. Now I can wedge his elbow up. You feel with the pressure. And now I slide my hand in. It's going to be a bit more work, but it's going to be more realistic than just having that huge gap that he gives for no reason. Either sliding my hip off to the mat, finishing there, or if he throws me over, keeping my pressure on the shoulder, putting my foot on the hip, taking something, finishing with the Baratoplata. Third one I'm gonna explain, and the rest, the fancy ones, like you saw in the beginning, I'm just gonna put them at the B-roll at the end. The one I'm gonna explain, because I love this. Tease, what submission did I hit on you the most? And don't tell the mother's milk, because people are watching. Darce chokes. I love doing darce chokes. I don't love doing darce chokes. I love doing darce chokes on Tease. But Tease has been darced so many times, going right side please, that he knows I'm going to darce him. So nowadays, as I go for the darce, I try to connect my hands. I hope you can see or hear this, guys. What Tease is trying to do is either keeps his frames in or he keeps his head back, and I cannot control his head. Let's turn a little bit more. So you see where we're going with this? Yeah, I know you see. As I'm here, I try to go for the darce, but his hands are really tight. He's grip fighting, he's blocking me. Look, guys, I'm gonna get this hand in, post on the head. Now, very important is that I don't go up and let him extend his left arm up. Go up with your arm, boom, and he pulls it out. If he just pulls it out, then I've lost this Baratoplata option and the darce. So I really want to convince him that I'm trying to darce him. This hand goes up, I push down, I slide down to the elbow or push on the face, and now look what we do, guys. Step, step, yeah? And if you have some bit more experience, you throw your leg over here. You catch your thigh, you let the guy get on top, block the hip, scoop something, Baratoplata on the other side. So this Baratoplata from the darce is a really cool follow-up. The next time you're stuck in the darce, the next time you're stuck in a triangle defense, the next time you're stuck in a mount, the guy is blocking the chokes. So many options here, especially if you're at the gi. I think these basic ones are the ones I wanted to show you and explain. There's some really cool ones we're going to show you from armbar defense, where we can apply it. Look, here we are, guys, where we can apply it on the close side arm, or if he tries to get that elbow to the mat, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do it on the top side arm. He gets on top, escapes the armbar, but haha, he gets stuck in a Baratoplata. We're going to do it from turtle. We're going to do it from open guard. I'm going to show you some really cool ones. The one from the spinning from the half guard. So just stay tuned. Push.